Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Books Are Us. My name is Katie for those who have for some reason forgotten. Today I will be talking about the amount of books and the type of books I have currently checked out from the library. I have a big stack right here. Let me double check, I think I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, I have 12 books currently checked out from the library that I have yet to read. Hopefully, I will be finishing those this month. It is the 17th. Yes, it's August 17th. I'm hoping to finish them by the end of the month in 2 weeks. So let's see what I have checked out and what I can finish during these 2 weeks. So the first book on my tall stack is A Long Walk to Water by Linda Sue Park. I checked out this book specifically because it's on a lot of school reading lists in my area, school summer reading lists, I should say. And a lot of the kids were checking them out at the library, and I'm like, well, I might as well check it out too, because I kind of want to stay relevant, see what they're reading, so then I can talk about it with them. So it's about two different stories. Let me see. Two young people, two stories, one country, Sudan. One of the characters, it takes her 8 hours to get water, so go walk somewhere, get water, then walk back. The other person is walking away from his ruined village to find safety. So it talks about, life in that area and all of that good fun stuff. My next book I have is Castle Hangnail by Ursula Vernon. Now, this is one of the suggested reads for our summer. I don't know why. The library puts together a list of suggested reads that kids can read throughout the summer. I don't know why this one was picked, but it sounds interesting. It's about a girl who goes to a castle to basically apply for a job as the Wicked Witch. She's 12 years old and she wants to apply for this Wicked Witch vacancy. And the goblins, ghouls who live there don't take her seriously, so she wants to go and try to prove it to them. The next book I have is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. This is another one that I've seen recently being checked out a lot, and it's basically about, sorry, I was double checking what it was about. It's basically about this village who, in order to keep the witch in the forest from attacking them, they leave a child, I think it's a girl always, out near the forest so then the witch can take her. Turns out the witch then gives the child to a village on the other side of the forest, and feeds them starlight on the journey over there. There's this one girl, though, who she feeds moonlight to. And the witch takes her as her own, raises her, and kind of what happens when she turns 13 and her magical abilities start to come into play. So that is The Girl Who Drank the Moon. The next book I'm really excited about. I actually seen it being returned from someone and going out for someone else. And it looked really interesting. And turns out it was actually created by a YouTuber. The book's name is Zenith, and it was written by Sasha and Lindsay Cummings. Sasha Ellsberg and Lindsay Cummings. Sasha's the one I'm referring to. She does have a channel. I'll link it below. It's about a group of women in space who are all a part of this crew, and something's, run amok, so they need to figure out what's going on with that. Sounds really cool. I like the kind of space stuff. Another one I really like is the Zodiac series, another space type book. The next one I'm really excited about. It's the second book in the Game of Thrones series, A Clash with Kings. So it starts like soon after Ned Stark is beheaded. So if you've seen the show, that's the end of the first season. So it's going on to like the second season. But yes, this is the second one, A Clash of Kings. So that should be interesting. The next book I have is the fourth book. Yes, the fourth book in the Land of Stories series by Chris Culver, Beyond the Kingdoms. Let's see, there we go. And so this one, it kind of goes off, they each kind of go off of each other, but this one like directly goes off of it. There is a cliffhanger in the third book, and they're following Alex and her twin Connor are following the masked man and trying to figure out who he is, what relationship they have to him, and they kind of go beyond the borders of the known kingdoms of what they've gone to so far. So this should be really interesting. I've liked the series so far. There are, I believe, 5 or 6 books now in the series, so I'm almost done with the series. The next book I have is Bone Jack by Sarah Crow. Let's get that. Bone Jack, Sarah Crow. And it's about a boy who whose father went off to war and then is now back and suffers all the psychological stuff that many veterans do when they come back. And then his friend is also changed in some way. And after they kind of come back and they're all together, Ash is part of the stag chase, and the book says the line between reality and illusion is rapidly blurring, and the past has a way of threatening the present. So that's really interesting. I kind of like all of that. We're in the real world, but we are also getting magic. The next book I have is Magic in the City. Get that glare off. There we go. By Heather Dyer. This is another one, with magic. Can you tell I like magic? I like magic a lot. It's about these 2 kids who are moving to England, and they're meeting their cousin. They're living with their cousin. They have to live with their cousin, who they don't like, and they are given some gifts, including a magic carpet, and they go on adventures as one does. If you can't tell, a lot of these are the middle grade and for kids. That's another kids book. Librarian, yay. Gotta love those kids books, but I really actually do like them. So the next book I have on my list is Granted by John David Anderson. I will show you the book. Here you are. And it's about a fairy who can grant wishes, but kind of like the wishing well store is all like it's depleted, like people don't believe anymore. So granting people's wishes that they may or may not believe are coming true is kind of hard. So they have to figure out what to do with that. I have 3 more books actually. 2 of them are by the same author in the same series. One is called The Castle in the Mist, and the next one is called Carnival Magic, both by Amy Ephron. I'll show you the name. There you are, the name of the author. The first one, Castle in the Mist, this family moves to a new place. One of the kids finds a key that opens to a garden that's different from the outside world. It's kind of been my reading theme as of late, that kind of book, with this and then Amulet series and some of the other books in this series, like The Land of Stories as well. Carnival Magic, same character, same author, but they are at a carnival, and they do all the carnival stuff and see this little like tent off to the side, go into it. Lo and behold, there's magic. So that is that one. The last book I have is The Little Book of Big History. There you go. And it is by Ian Crofton and Jeremy Black. I'm not sure how they did it, but apparently they have all of human history from, well, no, all of human history plus the history of the universe, so like Big Bang stuff, in this little book right here that is, let me double check, 272 pages, and that includes the index at the back. I'm not sure how they did it. Haven't read it yet. So this should be interesting. That's actually going to be like one of the first ones I read because it's due first and I need to finish that first. So that should be interesting to see kind of like what they touch on because I've read books where they spend, 500 pages on one country alone. So spending 272 pages on the history of the world and the universe plus an index, I'm not sure how they'll do it, but it should be a good read. So that's all I have for you guys today. Those are the 12 library books I currently have checked out right now that I want to finish by the end of August. Hopefully I will, all fingers crossed. If you have any questions on what books I'm currently reading or any of the books I just showed you, if you have any comments or ideas of what I should do next, please comment in the comments below. Please remember to subscribe to me, and I will see you guys later. Bye.